Our new Raptor is a TikTok king. I already love him.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and as we showed you off the top in the cold open, all of Toronto is fired up about the drafting of Gradey Dick. Before we get into important things like basketball, fit, and Drake, you know we gotta start with those memes. Okay, the Vegas magic show involving a tiger definitely wins best meme. That is so on the money. And after he was drafted, you just knew he's gonna get asked about Drake.
Now I'm looking forward to it. Got to get out there, see Drake. I've been saying it a bunch, but I'm looking forward to that.
You hyped to become boys with Drake overnight? It's gonna happen.
Of course, that's the goal. I need him to wear my jersey. That's how I know. That's my priority.
And it didn't take long for him to secure that follow from Champagne Poppy on Instagram.
I heard an eruption over here.
Come on, Champagne Poppy.
That was not the only IG drama we had last night, although I guess a follow isn't really drama. But an unfollow is. After the Chris Paul Jordan Poole trade, Poole wasted no time unfollowing the guy who punched him in the face last season, former Warriors teammate Draymond Green. Don't you love when they say there's no drama, but you know there's drama the whole time, and then you get proof that there was the drama with the unfollow? Oof. We love the tea. Back to Dick, though. While the suit may have made him one of the stars in the draft, is he set to be a star on the court? Well, there's something to be said about shooting guards taken at the 13th overall pick over the last 10 years. Because looking at this list, we have got some legit stars, with Raps fans hoping Dick could be the next one. And he definitely fills a need on this Raptors squad, as they were third worst in the NBA last season in terms of made triples and three-point percentage. While Dick was arguably the best three-point shooter in this draft, hitting triples at a 40.3% clip last season at Kansas. Literally everything surrounding this kid is exciting for the city, for this team, for this country. Here we go. To the CFL, we got a big one tonight on Friday Night Football as the Alouettes take on the Ticats in Hamilton. But bad news for Ticats fans in their home opener, as according to head coach Orlando Steinauer, Bull Levi Mitchell will not be on the field tonight as he's out with that lower body injury. Hamilton comes into this week 0-2, and it's somewhat of a revenge game with Bo out, because former Al Matthew Schiltz will be starting for the Tabbies. Schiltz started his CFL career with Montreal and was there from 2017 to 2021, before signing in the Hammer in 2022. Schiltz had his most successful season last year, splitting time with Dane Evans and passing for nearly 1,000 yards, and running the ball for almost another 200. Then last week, once Bo went out, he went 13 of 14 against the Argos. Now looking at the money line, even with a backup quarterback, Hamilton are slight favorites. Montreal's coming off their bye week 1-0, and Cody Fajardo and the offense are looking to continue gaining momentum. Fajardo passed for 261 in their opener, but did not throw a touchdown. He did, however, find a new favorite target in Austin Mack, who had 120 yards and just 4 catches. If you're a believer in what he did, then you probably love his yards for this game on FanDuel, as the over-under is set at just 58.5. And you can watch the Alouettes and Ticats tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. We've known he's going first overall for over a year, and we knew he was going to the Spurs since the lottery. But last night, it was official. Victor Wembanyama became the third first overall pick in Spurs history. And like Robinson and Duncan before him, the expectations are sky high. But what should we expect in the immediate future, let's say next season? Well, to start, he's the heavy favorite to win the Rookie of the Year at -160. With Scoot right behind him at +400, and last year's second overall pick, OKC's Chet Holmgren at 7-1. But luckily, our friends at FanDuel have another option when betting for Rookie of the Year, and that's their Wemby versus the field market, as you can get all rookies not named Wembanyama at +126. Oh, I'm gonna hit that, because that bet is just a Wembanyama injury away from hitting. Not that we want anyone to get injured, but what about team success? Now, there aren't lines out yet in terms of win totals or to make playoffs, as those are still a couple weeks away. But luckily, our friends at FanDuel got our back and hit us with some hypothetical odds for the Spurs to make the playoffs. And they told us that would be 10-1. Which, you're not gonna lie, if Wemby is what they say he is, and they can make a nice signing or two in free agency, we think we're all over that one. Now onto the real odds that are actually available right now. Well, to win the West, the Spurs are 120-1, and to win the title, 250-1. No, we're not even saying San Antonio is a playoff team. But if Wemby is anything close to the hype, and he stays healthy, well, we're just saying those are some massive odds. Maybe worth a little sprinkle. Now joined by our boy Jesse Pollock, who's joining us once again from the Special Olympics World Games in Berlin. Jesse, you've been traveling more than me lately.
Hey, Riss. Yes, I have been. And I'm doing this hit from inside my hotel room today because it is pouring in Berlin right now.
When we spoke last week, you said the event you wanted to see the most was powerlifting. So, how was it?
Let me tell you, Riss. Powerlifting exceeded my expectations, specifically Canada. They have been dominating out here. A couple days ago, over a 2-day span, they got 11 gold medals between 3 of their athletes. Some of these athletes are pushing enormous amounts of weight. Like, I'm talking not far off from 300 pounds. So there's still some powerlifting left to go. Really, really excited to watch it. We've been seeing deadlifting, bench, and squat. And personally, I wouldn't be able to lift nearly as much as some of the athletes out here. It has been unbelievable. And the crowd, unreal.
Okay, what's left on the agenda before you head home?
So as I mentioned, there's some more powerlifting coming up tomorrow. That's when a lot of the heavy lifters are going to be going again. So really, really excited for that. We have the closing ceremonies as well. And before that, there's the 100-meter dash, I believe, on Sunday. So going to be looking out for those. Canada also just won a bronze medal in soccer. My feet are soaking wet from watching that game. So let's go, Canada!
Real quick before we let you go, what is the best thing you've eaten all trip?
Funny you ask. Well, my previous room was way too hot, so I told the hotel. They not only upgraded me rooms, but told me that I could have a free meal at the restaurant here. It was unbelievable, and honestly, I think it cost around $400, but I did leave the waiter a nice tip. But other than that, the meal was complimented, and oh my goodness, we're talking steak, prawns, all the good stuff, so it was great.
I was actually wondering what would happen with you because that air conditioning was not working. Amazing, you got a free meal out of it. That's best case scenario for you, buddy.
Thanks, Riss.
That's all for today. We'll see you right back here Monday. Have a great weekend.